Okay to stay here overnight, and they said no. Actually, there was some locals that came up to. Just look at this amazing view that we've woke up to at the campsite this morning on our European road trip that we're doing. Guys, we're in Switzerland at the moment. Now today we're going wild camping. Now wild camping is actually legal in Switzerland, but we do have to find somewhere, so let's get on the road and let's see how we get on.
Today, but before we can start enjoying ourselves, happy birthday by the way, but before we can get enjoying ourselves, we need to go get supplies because we've eaten everything.
Yeah, pretty much. So need to go and find a supermarket. Well, we found a supermarket, we just put it in the sat nav on the way to
before he starts waffling, because it's his birthday, we'll let him off. But anyway, before he starts waffling on, we're going to go shopping, so see you later.
Let's see what Brooks bought. Been on the road for about an hour. We just pulled over at this air. Not the most glamorous, it's right next to the busy road, but might be able to see the water down here, so Brooks just making some sandwiches. See if I can see. Yeah, there's water over there, but we can't get like next to it. I pulled in here because I thought that I might be able to see that and park next to it, but obviously not. Right, we're just gonna have a sandwich, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna carry on.
We've just been food shopping, and I said it in a previous video, make sure you buy the right water, but I've gone and done it again and I've bought fizzy water. Third time lucky. We're at another supermarket, so please let me get still water.
Van life problems, eh? Right, Brooks will come in now. I can see she's smiling, so let's see this time if we've actually got water that isn't fizzy that we can actually put in our water tank, because we don't have any water left.
Okay, I got more than just water.
Right, you got more than water. Got a bag with.
We've got still no more water.
Still water, yeah?
Yes, it actually says still on this.
This is the area that we are looking to do some wild camping tonight, so it's really busy everywhere. It's a lot of let no parking signs, so we're just going to have a bit of a drive around and see if we can find somewhere.
Ain't no one like me. Ain't no one like me. Ain't no one like me.
We found this parking spot here. It's on the lake. Bruce just in there getting thawed. Let's just go and have a quick look around here. There's toilets here, but I need to find out, you know, if we can actually overnight park here. Look at that view there though. But I have to say, if we can park here, I'm happy to stay here tonight. So just gonna have a quick look around for some signs and that. There's bins here, there's toilets here, and it does say park, and it doesn't have any obvious signs saying that you can't park here overnight. Look at that view. Yes. Have a wander round. Guys, the thunder, the lightning, the wind, I think we're in for some serious weather. So what we're going to do, I think we're going to stay here for a bit anyway, whether we can or not, and then do a bit more exploring after. What?
It's got hit this one.
Oh, it's windy, isn't it? So it's a few hours later. It's like it's a different day with the weather. The weather was crazy earlier on. What? I know, it's high there, isn't it? Look at that amazing view. Now we'll just take a thought for a little walk. Now there is a sign here that does actually say like no overnight parking here. Now there is a truck here, and I can't see the truck sort of like
I think they put the curtains on.
Yeah, so it looks like this truck's staying here overnight, even though it does say there's like signs no overnight parking. But we're going to stay here because at the end of the day, let's go up there. Because at the end of the day, if we get moved on, we get moved on. It's fine, it's not an issue. But at the end of the day, come on, look at the view here. We've got to try and stay here overnight. So now the thing is, we're actually just about an hour away from the campsite that we're staying. Oh, just got the mountains there.
That's what I said to you, look, there's snow.
Yeah, you just did say that a second ago. Yeah, we're an hour away from the campsite. Now, what we didn't want to do is just like obviously do campsites all the time on this road trip. So we're glad that like we've not got anything booked. And like I said, hopefully we won't get moved on. Very stealth and anything, but this amazing view. We're doing some cooking. Because like I said, I'm not worried. If we get moved on, we get moved on.
And there's Stardy Pie over there, hoping he gets a bit.
About 3 weeks, and one of our friends is in Norwich. So I've just been having a really good chat with a guy, lives in Switzerland but works in the UK, actually works for a Formula 1 team, and just got on really well with him. And as I was cooking, I did my old famous trick and I dropped
half of the rice.
Dropped some rice.
Half of my tea is on the floor.
Sorry about that. So, but anyway, yeah, what a really pleasant guy that was talking to then. Give us loads of information about the area and everything.
Oh, and showed us a place that we should go visit. It looks amazing.
Definitely. So, right, I'll try and not get distracted this time and drop Brits food everywhere. So, but anyway.
Thor's coming with Tom's, not Thor. Tom's coming with my food, not Thor.
I think it might be easy if I just hand you the pot and then you just put them in. We never really thought about that. We thought we'd go for the cinematic shot where I come over and give the food, but I think it might be easier just to give it to you.
Put some into my bowl.
I could go over here and do it.
Yay!
Brooks chilling there with the venti fan on. I tell you what, we've said it in other videos, haven't we? If we didn't have this fan, it would have been a few issues with the heat, but
it really helps.
Thor's going to sleep. So what we're going to do now, guys, is we're just going to chill. We're just going to watch a movie. We've got a film on. We're still here. We've not been asked to be moved on or anything. So
it's not gone dark yet.
It's not gone dark yet. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But for now, we're just going to watch a movie. So we'll catch up with you in a bit. It's getting a bit later on now. The police have just drove in and they sort of like parked right next to the van, and I thought, here we go, we're going to get asked to move. And they'll park there for like a few seconds, well, park there for about 20 seconds or something, and I just thought, you know, I'm just going to stand up and go and say to them, you know, do I need to move? And they just kind of drove out, so don't know if they're just checking or something, I don't know, but we'll see. What an amazing view to wake up to. I mean, just look at that, and this is exactly the reason that we've travelled to Switzerland, to see things like this. It's amazing. Oh, summary on last night. Well, the police, they did come back. Now, when they came back, they parked in the same place, and they were parked like in front of the van here. And it was quite late, I think it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and you know, Brooke was awake as well, and I actually said to you, like, the police are outside. Now, because they were sat there, I thought, I've got two choices. I can either wait till they come and like knock on the door and sort of like ask what we're doing, or I can just get out and go over and speak to them. So I decided, I got out the van and I just went over to them and I just said to them, hi officer, you know, do you speak English? They did speak English. And I just said to them, look, obviously I said, you know, we're from the UK, are we okay to stay here overnight? And they said, no overnight parking. So straight away I just turned around and said, look, we're really sorry officers, you know, we didn't know. We did know, but we said, you know, we didn't know, so we just said we will move on. And then I said to them, is there anywhere local that I could possibly park up that isn't any issues? And they both looked at each other, like the two officers, and there was kind of like, do you know what, the only way I can explain it is like they were sort of like showing a bit of compassion, and then they just said to me, how long am I staying here? And then I said, first thing in the morning we're going, you know, because we're not staying here. And they just turned around and basically said, stay here but leave very early morning. I mean, how like good was that? Because obviously I got back in the van and Britt was like, oh, we've got to move and that, and I was like, no, they just said like if we stay, as long as we move like early morning. So that's what we're doing now. It's really early morning, and you know what, we woke up at 6 o'clock anyway because someone parked the car here and decided to open the car door on the van. So So we're on the move again. Now we have got another day well camping, so we need to go and find somewhere. So we're going to go drive into the mountains and see if we can find somewhere to park. So come on, let's go and see if we find somewhere else. So last night was our first like proper like well camp, you know, in Switzerland. It's a proper first well camp on this trip because obviously we've stayed at Ayers and everything. Now, what I will say is we felt really comfortable. Yes, the police came and everything, they're doing the job, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, whilst we were parked here, there was some locals that came up to us, who was talking to us. You seen the guy, you know, when I was cooking, you know, he was really friendly. He was like giving us like ideas of places to go. We
had a couple more that came, like a lady came over to us and said like, oh, what you having to eat and stuff as well afterwards, enjoy and stuff. It was really nice.
I think if you try and like, in one way, like really hide what you're doing and sort of like be all like mysterious, if you like, I think it draws like the wrong type of attention. What? No, like, but I think like last night we just did some cooking here and things, and I think, you know, yeah, we were still camping and well camping. It sounds like I'm trying to like contradict what I'm saying, but I think sometimes if you just sort of like just don't worry about it, you know, I think you'll be fine. And like I said, you know, we did the right thing, you know, when I got out last night and I spoke to the police and I just said, look, okay, we'll move on. And because, you know, I wasn't trying to make excuses or anything, you know, I think, like I said, you know, there was all right with us, so.
I personally think that they must know that people do it, because they leave the toilets there open 24 hours. Yeah. So there was obviously people here, and obviously that truck stayed last night as well, so.
Exactly, so. Right. What we're going to do, guys, we're going to get on the road because we have got one more night of well camping now. We're going to go into the mountains, and I think we're going to try and find somewhere that might be like possibly a little bit quieter than like what it is that we stayed here. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and until the next one, thanks for watching. Bye for now.